Hey people, Infantry 3v3 Faction War. This is Angel Gate and Space Marines versus Tyranids. For the blue Space Marine team, we have two Tech Marines. First up is Katla, with some Legion of the Damned. And this is Endor, Blood Ravens. These guys start off with a ranged weapon, puts out some good damage, can also support the structures and repair, even get a melee weapon going alongside. Not sure how to pass this name, maybe I'm just going to say C, I guess. With an Apothecary, support hero that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Red Tyranids, wenDi is a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful disruption, and support begins in melee combat with a basic synapse. I shall call you Rodrigo. Alongside Qwest as a Raven Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense and a bit of support, begins with a ranged weapon but can get specialized melee gear. What's going on with this power? How do they not have it yet? Rounding off the teams is Corr as a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, and infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support too. Found some tactical marines, but they got way too close to a bunch of green Tyranid crap. Katla's taking shots, they still don't have this power. Mistakes were made. What's going on over there? Corr only has a single Termagant Brood, wants to go straight into tier 1.5. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they just lost the Termagant Brood. There it was. Not sure what did that. There's no grenades up, is there? No. It's got shot to death, I suppose. A strange opening. They did get the power, but they're at risk of it getting decapped immediately here. Shotguns are up for the scouts. There's the blast. It's pretty well timed, but they're going to get overrun because C is having to repel an attack on a natural victory point. Here comes Endor to help. They do have one of the southwestern powers. Can really boost your side if you can grab and node both of those in tier 1. I don't think you want to populate them with generators really, unless you really can't hold on to this power, which might happen. Might happen. You've got a warrior brood on the way for wenDi and also for Qwest. Are you guys going to go for the... Looks like they are. Here's a tunnel on the way for the northwestern power. Scout trying to grab the mid wreck point. Termagants on them. No toxin sacks for those guys yet though. Taking some heavy cover. These guys also get some heavy cover. Need to run from the Hormagaunts. Running back to the Apothecary for the heal, I guess. Can he get it in time to save them? Can. These tactical marines are now in quite a bad position. Yeah, look, Hormagaunts coming in. And they just got adrenal glands. Just in the middle of nowhere. Hormagaunts on both sides. But Apothecary's there. They should be okay-ish. And scouts to help. Are you getting shotguns or something? Nope. Oh no, Katla dropping their scouts. They're getting some more. I think it's important to replace them at this early stage. Shotguns are pretty good early on. Techmarine's getting wrecked. Gonna go down. Easy to revive from there. They had some kind of armor. Maybe bionics. Base turret's getting stuck in now. They might get a full bash here. Very slow start for the Space Marines. Assault squad up for C. And Devastators for Endor. Doing better in the southwest. They've noded both of the powers. Tech Marine's going to take a lot of damage from the Barb Strangler. It's a good anti-garrison weapon. So many garrisons on this map. There is a part of the player base that absolutely hates garrisons in this game, to the point where they think they should be just removed. They must hate this map. I think they're okay. You can kind of out-cover them with heavy cover. I think it's important to put heavy cover nearby whenever you put them on the map. They could maybe stand to have their cover bonus reduced a tiny amount, but the anti-garrison weapons are pretty strong. They're bashing and bashing. Here's a heavy bolter though, should be able to get rid of them. We've got Flamer Tactical Marines too. Well played, Qwest. That's a pretty clean bash. Lost a single Hormagaun brood so far, and those guys are in the tunnel, they're okay. They can now bash the tunnel, which gives you 15 red, that's not bad. Purification vials for the Apothecary. Can be very nasty on blobbed up Tyranids. Scouts get the cap, well done fellas. Barb Strangler's on them, but they get away. Meanwhile, red team retaking these southwestern powers here. Endor's back down though. Maybe a turret to cover these. I think they're worth a turret if you can hold them. Can also see a turret up here in these corners is pretty damn effective. He tried to, he was going to throw his grenade there, I think. He needs to back away a bit, taking a lot of damage. They are getting his power back. And the Flamers, bad news for the Termagants. Rodrigo just surveying things, now backs off, has Rending Talons and improved Synapse. Need to support these Assault Marines. That's double Hormagaunts on them. They don't have Adrenal Glands, but still a big threat. Maybe a grenade. Look how bunched up they are. That would have been a great grenade right there. Jumps on the Warrior Brood. There's so much stuff there though. A little bit isolated, those Assault Marines. Rodrigo's keeping their attention south of it. They're still here. Tactical Marine's getting in all sorts of trouble. What is he up to? Gonna drop those guys, I think. Yeah. I guess they were just trying to help. Lost sight of them. Hive Tyrant goes down. You saw that Synapse backlash there. There's the Purification Vials and knocks those guys into them. That's pretty good. Took out one of the Hormagaunt Broods, I think. Yep. And those guys down to 1 model. So a lot of reinforcing for Yang wenDi to do. The Termagants also down to 2. Apothecary goes down. Messy fight for both teams. Hive Tyrant, Rodrigo back to his feet though. Raven Alpha's almost level 3. Assault Squad now for C. Another one. And Katla with some Devastators. Where are they? Oh, they're in trouble. Big trouble. Rending Talons on retreat. Yeah, they ain't getting away. Heavy losses for the Space Marines here. But they've defended the power for now. But there's more stuff here. Oh, they're turning around. Because they are getting bashed by Endor. And the Flamer. There's that Flesh Hook. Starting ability for the Lictor Alpha. Now they're suppressed. Drop in a model. Can you guys get a grenade? There it is. Oh, they moved right into it. They didn't get a model though. That's unlucky. Somehow they all survived. 383 to 451 on the VPs. I think the Apothecary can get revived there. Assault Squad jumping into a Rending Talons Hive Tyrant. Not the greatest idea. Gets the Seismic Roar and then leaves. Nice idea from C. Couldn't quite pull off the grenade though. And they go for the garrison. Hormagaunts can't do anything about that. Tax getting up to the northeast. Found a tunnel. And take it down. I guess you don't get any raid if it's not complete. Don't get any animation for it being destroyed either. Just disappears. That might be a replay thing though. Some things show funny on replays, especially when it comes to webways and tunnels and stuff. Tier 2 for Endor, Tier 2 for all the Tyranids, and now Katla just went. We do see the double Assault Squad for C. These guys, yeah, they're retreating off. Need to heal up. Devastators in the northeast now for Katla. Maybe they can stabilize up here. Scouts looking for a grenade but couldn't quite find one. There's a tunnel right there, fellas. Guys. There you go. You still get a red. You still get the XP for it. Look, you level those guys up. 382 to 432. This could be a dicey fight for C. They're backing off the potential grenade, as you can see there. And here comes Rodrigo. Goes for the Assault Squad. And these guys do have toxin sacks so they can crippling poison those fellas. Haven't seen it though. Might have missed it. Grenade for the Hormagaunts. They survive. Assault Squad gets away. Rodrigo comes for the Apothecary. Does get the vial. Those guys got away surprisingly well, those Termagants. Genestealers on the way for Yang wenDi. They did get the northeast of Space Marines. And southwest, we have a single Space Marine power, the other one uncapped. Zone Thrope already up for Qwest and the Venom Brood now. So they can get ranged Synapse to buff the Termagants. These guys are going for the Thorax Swarm. That locks them out of the Adrenal Glands upgrade for melee Synapse. But they can still get a Barbed Strangler. These guys already have a Barbed Strangler. They can swap to Adrenal Glands though. Double Genestealers, really? It's going to be pretty fearsome. Techmarine getting suppressed and shot at. They're gonna... Oh, maybe not. I thought they were going to finish the cap. But here comes double Assault Marines jumping in. And a drop pod, I guess. No. What was that mark for? Did it bring these guys in? Weird. They seem to come in with no drop pod if they did. Turret up in the northeast. Zone Thrope getting shots though. Not doing a lot of damage at that range behind heavy cover, but it is suppressing that Raven Alpha. They're trying to get rid of the Zone Thrope, the biggest threat to the Devastators. Taking a lot of damage though, these Tactical Marines. They're going to take a big shot from the Zone Thrope too. Boom. Has that health regen aura, this guy. Well, a health regen synapse, I guess. Lictor Alpha's going to go down here. It's not going to get away from that. Down it goes, level 2. You have a melee Techmarine with Bionics and the Axe of the Mechanicum. Doesn't this give him, yeah, more melee damage? So that's not bad. Take it up to 65 DPS or so. Power melee. There's that seismic roar. Genestealers on the prowl. Melee superiority that can tear apart pretty much anything they get their claws into. And he's got 2 of them. Only thing that really threatens them is assault, is lightning claw terminators. Even a nob squad will go down to those guys if they're supported decently with some synapse and stuff. Do they have melee synapse? No. But they do have the improved synapse of the Hive Tyrant himself. These guys infiltrate if they're idle, which is why they see that red glow. They're being spotted because they're capping. Endor just punched that warrior to death with the Techmarine there. Didn't get the cap. Assault Marines are there. Genestealers will do very, very well against them. They do have Apothecary support. There goes the Vial. And we have a Whirlwind in the bases from C. There we go. Adrenal Gland Warrior Brood gives melee synapse to the double Genestealers. Scary, scary stuff. And these guys still have their Barbed Strangler. He's got 1 of each. Northeast has turned red. Lictor Alpha gets a revive. Qwest hits level 4. Acid splatter, melee weapons, splash damage. It's piercing, yeah. And regenerate. Makes him pretty damn tough. Strengthen sinews, pretty nice. Just a passive speed bonus for something that's already pretty quick. 335 to 346, 2 to 1 cap for the red team. Pretty close. Space Marines have done relatively well to come out swinging in tier 2. I think they had a rough tier 1. Really rough. Here comes a Dreadnought for Katla. There is a single Venom Brood up. They do have their ranged synapse. Maybe C can tie them up with the assault squads. Doing a good job getting on the Warrior Broods. Here come Genestealers though. Messes them up with a jump. Sets up the grenade. Nicely done. And he got messed up there. These guys getting their Thorax Swarm. So the Dreadnought could be in trouble, because these guys have the Thorax Swarm. So that's double electroshock grubs potentially, and Venom Brood doing their thing. A little bit messy here now from C. Needs to be careful. Grenade goes in. Get some friendly fire, I think. Don't think they needed to push up that much. Should have tried to stabilize a little bit more. They completely lost their power here. Here's a Dreadnought from Katla. Starts off as a full-on melee unit with the Emperor's Fist, as you just saw there, and melee resistance. We'll mess up those Genestealers for sure. Raven Alpha backs away. Look how quick it is now. Some capillary towers here. Zone Thrope also has that focused warp blast thing for anti-vehicle damage. Level 4 Techmarine also has his refractor field up. Debuffs the accuracy of ranged weapons fired on him. Pretty good. That was the electroshock grubs. Does it disable weapons? I think so. No. He can still smack stuff. Just got slowed down. Or maybe it just wore off there. That's good play from Katla with the scouts. Getting aggressive on the Venom Brood. Got them off the field. This is Blessing of the Omnissiah. Global ability of the Techmarine to repair the Dreadnought. And it kicked some ass there. Might see it transition to the Assault Cannon. A lot of players will do that. Do a big alpha strike with a melee Dreadnought. And then when the enemy comes back, it's got an Assault Cannon. Acid Splatter wrecking those scouts. Katla kept them there too long. Did get away though. And the Axe is doing well. Messed up that Ravener, draining energy too. Tier 3 for the Tyranids. Tier 3 also for Endor and C. Where's the Whirlwind? Oh, it's over in the mid. What are you shooting at? The tower. And they're going to get the northeast, I think. Here come a whole bunch of Tyranids though. We got Genestealers now for Corr. Venerable Dreadnought for Endor. Seems like it was called in, like not in battle rather. Typically you'd see the drop pod used offensively for some disruption or something. And, you know, as a big old surprise. Where's the other Dreadnought? It's leaving. Took a lot of damage, I guess. Go on, Venerable. This guy's unique to the Techmarine. This is a great place to use your Emperor's Fist, dude. There we go. Venom Brood are off the field. Well, one of them are. I don't know where Qwest's Venom Brood is. They are towards the mid a bit. Venerable Dreadnought charges away. Knocks over his own Techmarine. Big old fight. Another messy one there. We have an assault cannon for Katla's Dreadnought. It's a good barrage. But now it might be in huge amounts of trouble. Tyranid formation goes off. I don't think it's going to get away. But the Warrior Brood have heavy melee. And the Venom Brood were right there. Yeah, down it goes. The Devastators did escape. 2-2-3 to 3-1-2. Carnifex on the way for Corr. Katla has tons of red. But, yeah, needs some stuff. Don't we all just need some stuff? What is this? It's Tactical Marines called in to fill out that roster a bit. Venerable Dreadnought's alive for now. Took a lot of damage though, and he did get a decap here. And they're grabbing the contested. Carnifex up for Corr. Warrior Brood have found the Tactical Marines hiding. We've got a decap on the power. It's not looking good for the Space Marines. Combat stims up for the Apothecary. Grenade's not going to help you against a Carnifex though. We do have a plasma gun here. And there's the jump. Should have come a little bit earlier maybe. Genestealers are there. Gaining a little bit of health per hit that they can boost with Adrenal Rush. Okay, they were dealt with. The Genestealers have been dealt with relatively well, I think. Rodrigo's level 3 now. There's another jump. Is it staggered or are they down to 2 models? That was a very risky jump, fellas. They're just going to be shot down by Termagants on retreat. Looks like they are going to get away. Barely. Got their sergeant up too. Katla's Techmarine getting stuck into some melee. Tried to get a synapse bomb going. There we go. There's one. Tanking pretty well there. Why is it so fast? I guess that was just the melee charge going off. Rodrigo went down. Swarmlord on the way for wenDi and Swarmlord on the way for Qwest. How are they going to deal with that? They have no las cannons. Don't even have melter bombs on these fellas. These guys do have advanced targeting, but that's going to be so difficult to stop. 2 Swarmlords, and also these guys can all reinforce off them. Level 6 Techmarine done well with that axe, I think. These capillary towers are still up. Kind of blobbed here. Does anyone have a nuke? Katla's going tier 3, will have a nuke. C has one. They might need a good nuke here. 102 to 311. There's a jump to kick things off, but Genestealers are there. It's a good Merciless gets away. Wasn't followed up super well. These guys weren't part of that fight. Didn't want to move them up too far, I guess. Down goes the Apothecary. Techmarine might want to put the shield up. There we go. Spore Mine's getting in the back lines. These Tactical Marines getting wrecked. Can the Tyranid formation finish them? Knocked them over. Yep, they did get finished off. Not actually sure what killed them. They just seem to fall over. Just one shot garrisons the Tyranid formation. Those Devastators were in all sorts of trouble. Just disarray from the Space Marines. Just had too much stuff to manage there. And the Swarm Lords are up. Here is wenDi's. It's a cool colour scheme. I like Qwest's too. But that guy's doesn't feel like fighting right now. Terminators for C. They might not even get away from this. Can they teleport? Trying to power fist the Venom Brood. 59 to 311. Looks like the Tyranids have this. Another Carnifex on the way for Corr. First one with the Barb Strangler. And they're being chased by a Swarm Lord. Got 4 Bone Swords. 2 wasn't enough. Oh, turns around. What are you up to, fella? Lets them live. Oh, Angels of Death is up. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Down to 150 hit points, and that's a lot of Tyranids. Can they get away? Can the Venerable Dreadnought help? Nope. I don't think he could have done anything. 37 to 311. Tyranids running through the Space Marines here. It's a decent plasma cannon shot, but the Barb Strangler is going to mess up that garrison. Look at that. Techmarines down there. You can also use the Leech Essence thing to just drain health from garrison units, I think. It's not a good fight for these Warrior Brood fellas, but they got a lot of backup. There's the Emperor's Fist. A no-cap game. Sneaky, sneaky scouts getting the Tyranids natural. They can't lose sight of the VPs. They want to eat. C down to just 2 units. It would be a large miracle, let's say, if the Space Marines win this. There's Laraman's Blessing. Respawning the allied heroes back at base if they were down. Stormlord chased the Venerable Dreadnought in and got it, and they did get the VP there. Genestealer's decapping even the wreck point. Are they getting back on the northeast? Looks like the Lictor Alpha's doing it. Doesn't have any war gear, this guy. Rodrigo's still down, eh? Oh, right, he's down here. Went for the base rush. More Terminators from Endor and Katla, but I think it's too little too late. They had a really messy tier 1 and a messy end to tier 2. And they just didn't have the time to recover here. It's a good vial. Only lost 3 models though, the Token somehow. If that. Very brave. Apothecary wants to tie up the Carnifex. Good luck with that. They did get their VP back, 24 to 288. Orbital. Needed that a little bit earlier, I think, when they were coming for the rush. Just got some Termagants and stuff. It's no big deal for the Tyranids. And there's the game, in fact. Concession from the Space Marines. C ended the game with 0 units. Level 7 Techmarine, level 5 Apothecary, level 4 Techmarine, level 5 Hive Tyrant, a level 6 Ravener. This guy was awesome. And a level 3 Lictor in the middle of the orbital. Where there you have it, guys. A rough one for the Space Marines, but it happens. The Tyranids were pretty strong and pretty swarmy. It was fun to watch. Thank you for checking it out, guys. And for the players for taking part. I'll see you next time.